beta oxidation of fatty acid. So we are using fatty acid to produce energy. Definitely in starvation. In starvation there is no glucose to produce energy. That is why cell utilize fatty acid to produce energy, beta oxidation of fatty acid. In diabetes, there is blood glucose is high but will not enter the cell. That is why cell will utilize more and more fatty acid to produce energy, beta oxidation of fatty acid. So beta oxidation occur in starvation and diabetes. I told you gluconeogenesis. Yes, gluconeogenesis occur in starvation and diabetes. Definitely. In starvation there is no glucose, you are not taking diet for a long time. Liver will try to maintain blood glucose by gluconeogenesis. In diabetes, blood glucose is high but will not enter the cell. Cell will think there is no glucose, will do gluconeogenesis. So gluconeogenesis occur in starvation, diabetes. Ketoacidosis occur in starvation and diabetes. Yes. Ketoacidosis, beta oxidation of fatty acid and gluconeogenesis. All these occur in starvation and diabetes. Gluconeogenesis I described in detail. Yes, you know gluconeogenesis, the first step of gluconeogenesis was, yes, I will write it again, definitely this is important. First step in gluconeogenesis was pyruvate to oxaloacetate by which enzyme? Pyruvate carboxylase this reaction occur in mitochondria. This reaction occur in mitochondria and acetyl coenzyme is very important activator of pyruvate carboxylase. The point is that gluconeogenesis start in mitochondria. Beta oxidation, yes, we will discuss shortly. Beta oxidation also occur in mitochondria. Ketone body synthase also occur in mitochondria. Means these three pathways occur in mitochondria or start in mitochondria and occur in same condition. Means same condition, same compartment. कुछ ना कुछ तो है दया, you know CID, कुछ ना कुछ तो है. Okay. So these three condition, what is the relation of these pathways? We are to explore that relation. First of all, we discuss ketoacidosis or ketone body synthesis. Okay. Yes, this ketone body synthesis is given in your handouts. Mitochondria. So ketone body synthesis occur in mitochondria. Question: in ketone body synthesis, two acetyl coenzyme join to form acetoacetyl coenzyme. The enzyme is thiolase. Very, very important. The enzyme is thiolase. Now HMG coenzyme A, acetoacetyl coenzyme A is converted to HMG coenzyme A by enzyme HMG coenzyme A synthase, and this is rate limiting enzyme. Question. This is rate limiting enzyme for ketone body synthesis. HMG coenzyme A is converted to acetoacetate by HMG coenzyme A lyase. Question. Acetoacetate is the first ketone body to be synthesized. First ketone body to be synthesized is acetoacetate. Now acetoacetate is converted to beta hydroxybutyrate. Question. Beta hydroxybutyrate is most common ketone body present in blood. Acetoacetate is converted to acetone. So these are three compounds which are termed as ketone bodies, and the starting point is acetyl coenzyme A. Two acetyl coenzyme A join to form acetoacetyl coenzyme A by enzyme thiolase, then HMG coenzyme A synthase rate limiting enzyme, then HMG coenzyme lyase, acetoacetate, and first ketone body beta hydroxybutyrate and acetone. Synthase occurring mitochondria. Point out, up to acetoacetate means up to acetoacetate, no energy used. Okay, two acetyl coenzyme A join to form acetoacetate, or simply you can say starting point acetyl coenzyme A in ketone body synthesis up to acetoacetate, no ATP used, no energy used. We will use it again. For the time being, we know these things about ketone body synthesis. Beta oxidation of fatty acid again. You know the concept, you know the rule. Whenever you want to produce energy, first of all you are to invest. We are to produce large amount of energy from beta oxidation of fatty acid. First of all, we are to activate fatty acid. Fatty acid is converted to acyl coenzyme A. You know, glycolysis. In glycolysis, net gain was 7 ATP. Initial two steps catalyzed by hexokinase phosphoctokinase used 2 ATP, but the ultimate gain was 7 ATP. So, whenever we want to produce energy, initially you are to invest. Yes, just like in glycolysis, we invested 2 ATP initially by hexokinase phosphoctokinase, and ultimately we found 7 ATP by glycolysis. Net gain was 7 ATP. In the same way, if you want to produce energy from fatty acid, first of all these fatty acid must be activated, and in this 2 ATPs are used. Or you can take simple example, just like you invested in Dr. Bhatia, PG हो जाएगी, खूब सारे पैसे आएंगे. Okay, so investment है. So in the same way, we are to produce large amount of ATP from fatty acid. So first of all, fatty acid is activated, that is called activation of fatty acid. In this, ATP is converted to AMP. ATP is converted to AMP. When ATP is converted to ADP, one high energy phosphate is used. When ATP is converted to AMP, two high energy phosphates are used. So activation of fatty acid, 2 ATP used. Question. Activation of fatty acid, 2 ATP used. This activated fatty acid enter the mitochondria to produce large amount of energy. But we know that few compound can cross inner mitochondrial membrane, but few compound can't cross. We found that this activated fatty acid can't cross inner mitochondrial membrane. But if we want to produce energy, this must enter. So This fatty acid will enter the mitochondria with the help of a carnitine. ठीक है, कार लेके चला जाएगा, जेम्स बॉन्ड की कार है, कहीं भी जा सकती है. ओके, so fatty acid enter the mitochondria with the help of a compound carnitine. Other than carnitine, enzymes are also required. Those enzymes are CPT1, CPT2, translocase. At this time we are concerned with important one, that is CPT first. What is CPT first? Carnitine, palmitoyl transferase first. Carnitine palmitoyl transferase first. Now beta oxidation will take place in mitochondria. Suppose this fatty acid is palmitic acid, so beta oxidation of palmitic acid will take place then in mitochondria. Now I told you initially that two opposite pathways are regulated in such a way, when one is activated, another is kept in inhibited state. One example I told you that glycogen metabolism, glycogen synthase and glycogenolysis are two opposite pathways, and these are regulated by phosphorylation and dephosphorylation of enzyme. Glycolysis and gluconeogenesis are two opposite pathways, and those were regulated by fructose 2,6 biphosphate. In the same way, fatty acid synthesis and beta oxidation of fatty acid are two opposite pathways. Yes, fatty acid synthesis and beta oxidation of fatty acid. Fatty acid synthesis are in fat state. When we have sufficient amount of glucose, means we are in fat state, we are taking our diet regularly at regular time interval. At that time, fatty acid is synthesized. In normal situation, when we have sufficient amount of glucose to produce energy, is there any need to do beta oxidation of fatty acid? No. So at that time, when fatty acid is being synthesized, beta oxidation of fatty acid must be kept in inhibited state. Okay, so what is the mechanism? Look at this. When fatty acid is synthesized, in fatty acid synthesis, the first and rate limiting step was, yes, I write here, fatty acid synthesis, first step was acetyl coenzyme A2 malonyl coenzyme A. And we found that this malonyl coenzyme A is very important inhibitor of CPT1. We know that beta oxidation of fatty acid occur in mitochondria, and if beta oxidation, we want to do beta oxidation, first of all fatty acid is activated, then this activated fatty acid enter the mitochondria with the help of carnitine and CPT1. Okay, means if you want to oxidize fatty acid, first of all it must enter the mitochondria. In normal situation, in fat state, there is sufficient amount of glucose, there is no need to do beta oxidation of fatty acid, so at that time beta oxidation must be kept in inhibited state. A simple mechanism is that we inhibit the transport of this fatty acid from cytosol to mitochondria. So when fatty acid is being synthesized, means malonyl coenzyme is being synthesized in fat state. This malonyl coenzyme will inhibit CPT1, so fatty acid will not enter the mitochondria, so beta oxidation will not be there. So question is asked, in fat state, when liver is actively synthesizing fatty acid, there is concomitant decrease in beta oxidation of fatty acid due to, yes, frequently asked question. In liver, when fatty acid is being synthesized, there is concomitant decrease in beta oxidation of fatty acid in mitochondria due to, answer is inhibition of translocation of fatty acid from cytosol to mitochondria. Okay, clear? So two opposite pathway, fatty acid synthesis and beta oxidation, are regulated in such a way, when this is activated, beta oxidation is kept in inhibited state. Is it clear? Okay, this is about regulation. Direct question. Malonate malonyl coenzyme inhibits CPT1. Okay, and you know this regulation also. Now, fatty acid enter the mitochondria. Now, beta oxidation of this fatty acid will take place in mitochondria. Okay, this is very important. We will solve 25 to 30 questions from this diagram. Okay, conceptual part of lipids. Very difficult, but we'll try to simplify. Okay, I told you that beta oxidation of fatty acid occur in starvation and diabetes. First of all, this fatty acid is activated. Then activated fatty acid enter the mitochondria. Suppose we take example of palmitic acid. Yes, how many carbon atoms are there in palmitic acid? 16. Yes, suppose this is palmitic acid having 16 carbon atom. 1, 2, 3, 16. Okay. Activated fatty acid enter the mitochondria. Now beta oxidation of this activated fatty acid will take place in mitochondria. Beta oxidation means cleavage between C2 and C3. Yes, you have to remember this. Beta oxidation means cleavage between C2 and C3. And this cleavage is done by 4 enzymes: dehydrogenase, hydratase, dehydrogenase and thiolase. Dehydrogenase, hydratase, dehydrogenase and thiolase. Okay. First, dehydrogenase cut between C2 and C3. Yes, definitely this bond is cut between C2 and C3 with the help of these 4 enzymes. And you know the concept, whenever there is dehydrogenase means removal of hydrogen. Hydrogen is taken up either by NAD, FAD or NADP. In this dehydrogenase, hydrogen is taken up by FAD to form FADH. Second dehydrogenase produce NADH. Okay, so you can say when this bond is cut with the help of these 4 enzymes, 2 dehydrogenase produce one FADH and one NADH. I have written these FADH and NADH outside the mitochondria. In fact, these are produced inside the mitochondria. Okay, and you know at inner mitochondrial membrane there is electron transport chain, and when FADH and NADH enter the electron transport chain, they produce how many ATP? FADH produce 1.5 ATP, NADH produce 2.5 ATP. So net gain of ATP by one cleavage will be 4 ATP. So one cleavage produce 4 ATP. And this 2 carbon unit comes out as acetyl coenzyme. Next cleavage take place between C4 and C5. Again dehydrogenase, hydratase, dehydrogenase and thiolase. and when this bond is cleaved, again 4 ATP produced and other acetyl coenzyme is produced. So you can say palmitic acid is having 16 carbon atom. Yes, palmitic acid is having 16 carbon. So how many acetyl coenzyme will be produced? 8 acetyl coenzyme. By how many cleavage? 7 cleavage. So you can say palmitic acid having 16 carbon atom will produce 8 acetyl coenzyme by 7 cleavage. Clear? You know, one acetyl coenzyme enter Krebs cycle to produce 10 ATP. Yes, I initially told you in Krebs cycle with carbohydrate that one acetyl coenzyme enter Krebs cycle to produce 10 ATP. So palmitic acid having 16 carbon atom will produce 8 acetyl coenzyme. Yes, these are 8 acetyl coenzyme. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. By how many cleavage? 7 cleavage, first, second, and third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. 7th cleavage because the last cleavage produce 2 acetyl coenzyme. So you will remember 8 acetyl coenzyme are produced by 7 cleavage. Now these 8 acetyl coenzyme will enter Krebs cycle. One acetyl coenzyme produce 10 ATP. So 8 acetyl coenzyme, 8 into 10, 80 ATP. One cleavage produce 4 ATP. So 7 cleavage will produce 7 into 4, 28 ATP. So net production will be 108 ATP. 2 ATP were used in the activation of fatty acid. Activation of fatty acid. So net gain will be 108 minus 2, 106 ATP net. Okay. Clear? So question is asked, complete oxidation of palmitic acid produce how many ATPs? Answer is 106. You know these, again I repeat, we want to produce large amount of energy from fatty acid by beta oxidation of fatty acid. As we know, glucose is not there. In starvation there is no glucose, so we are to produce energy from fatty acid, so we do beta oxidation of fatty acid. So first of all, fatty acid is activated. In activation of fatty acid, 2 ATPs are used. Now activated fatty acid enter the mitochondria. Beta oxidation occur in mitochondria. Beta oxidation means cleavage between C2 and C3. This cleavage is done by 4 enzymes. Those enzymes are dehydrogenase, hydratase, dehydrogenase and thiolase. First dehydrogenase produce FADH. Second dehydrogenase produce NADH. FADH and NADH enter electron transport chain. FADH produce 1.5 ATP and NADH produce 2.5 ATP. To total 4 ATP produced by one cleavage. Palmitic acid having 16 carbon atom will produce 8 acetyl coenzyme by 7 cleavage because the last cleavage produced 2 acetyl coenzyme. All these 8 acetyl coenzyme, yes, all these 8 acetyl coenzyme will be diverted towards, yes, Krebs cycle, and when all 8 acetyl coenzyme are diverted towards Krebs cycle, they will produce 80 ATP. 7 cleavage produce 7 to 4, 28 ATP. Total production 108 ATP. 2 ATPs are used, so net gain 106 ATP. Clear? This is beta oxidation of palmitic acid. Now, you will write ketone body synthesis here. Yes, focus at this point. Focus at this point. Yes. This is ketone body synthesis. We know ketone body synthesis occurs in mitochondria. I just told you about ketone body synthesis. Ketone body synthesis occurs in mitochondria. 2 acetyl coenzyme join to form acetate. By which enzyme? Yes, thiolase. Acetyl coenzyme is converted to HMG coenzyme by HMG coenzyme synthase, then acetate. First ketone body to be synthesized. This ketone body synthesis occurs in mitochondria, and I told you up to acetate, no energy used or produced. So now I explain a very important concept. You know, ketone bodies are very toxic. Yes, ketoacidosis is a very toxic condition, but liver synthesizes ketone body because most vital organ, brain and heart utilize ketone body in starvation. We know that most vital organ, brain and heart utilize ketone body in starvation. That is why liver synthesizes ketone body for brain and heart. Okay. Suppose a person goes into starvation. There is no glucose to produce energy. Liver cell will do beta oxidation of palmitic acid. Suppose we take example of palmitic acid. Yes, it will do beta oxidation of palmitic acid. Cut 7 cleavage, 8 acetyl coenzyme. First of all, liver cell will fulfill its own energy requirement. So all these 8 acetyl coenzyme will be diverted towards Krebs cycle and will produce 80 ATP, and net gain from palmitic acid was 106 ATP. Suppose these 106 ATPs are sufficient to fulfill the energy requirement of liver cell. Now liver cell will think of brain. If I don't synthesize ketone body, brain will die. The liver cell will take one more palmitic acid, cut 7 cleavage, 8 acetyl coenzyme. Now all these 8 acetyl coenzyme A will be diverted towards ketone body synthesis. Focus on this. All these 8 acetyl coenzyme A will be diverted towards ketone body synthesis, and when all these 8 acetyl coenzyme are diverted towards ketone body synthesis up to acetoacetate, no ATP used or produced, means all these 8 acetyl coenzyme, yes, all these 8 acetyl coenzyme are not going to produce 80 ATP. Yes, these 80 ATP will not be produced. Yes, we know when these 8 acetyl coenzyme enter Krebs cycle, they produce 80 ATP, but when these 8 acetyl coenzyme are diverted towards ketone body synthesis, they will not produce 80 ATP. Only 28 ATP will be produced by 7 cleavage, but 2 ATP were used in the activation of fatty acid. So net gain will be 28 minus 2, 26 ATP. So question is asked, in beta oxidation of palmitic acid, question, what was the question? Recently asked question, in beta oxidation of palmitic acid, in beta oxidation of palmitic acid, if end product is acetoacetate, net gain of ATP would be 26 ATP. If beta oxidation of palmitic acid and product is acetoacetate, net gain of ATP would be 26. Okay. So if palmitic acid is completely oxidized by Krebs cycle, net gain 106 ATP. But if palmitic acid is oxidized and acetyl coenzyme are diverted towards ketone body synthesis, net gain 26 ATP. So you can say in beta oxidation of palmitic acid, acetyl coenzyme two function. One, they enter Krebs cycle, they produce energy. When energy requirement is fulfilled, these acetyl coenzyme are diverted towards ketone body synthesis. They form ketone bodies. Clear? Now, focus at this part. Here, focus at this part. Okay. You know, gluconeogenesis occur in starvation and diabetes. First step of gluconeogenesis was pyruvate to oxalate state catalyzed by which enzyme? Pyruvate carboxylase. Pyruvate carboxylase. I write PC. What is PC? That is PC is pyruvate carboxylase. Yes, PC is pyruvate carboxylase. And I told you that acetyl coenzyme A is very important activator of pyruvate carboxylase. Okay. This is the first step in gluconeogenesis. Yes, I am writing here. In fact, this reaction is going on in mitochondria. So, these acetyl coenzyme activate pyruvate carboxylase. So now you can say acetyl coenzyme is having three functions. When acetyl coenzyme enter Krebs cycle, it produces 10 ATP. When acetyl coenzyme take part in ketone body synthesis, no energy produced. Yes, for brain it synthesizes ketone body, and acetyl coenzyme activate pyruvate carboxylase to start gluconeogenesis. Okay, now I explain. Suppose a person goes into starvation. There is no glucose to produce energy. Liver cell will take one palmitic acid, activate it, then oxidize, cut 7 cleavage, 8 acetyl coenzyme. All these 8 acetyl coenzyme will be diverted towards Krebs cycle, 106 ATP. Energy requirement of liver cell is fulfilled. Now liver cell will think of brain. If I don't synthesize ketone body, brain will die. So liver cell will take one more palmitic acid, cut 7 cleavage, 8 acetyl coenzyme. All 8 acetyl coenzyme will be diverted towards ketone body synthesis. Net gain 26 ATP. Now liver cell will take one more palmitic acid, cut 7 cleavage, 8 acetyl coenzyme A. These acetyl coenzyme will activate pyruvate carboxylase and start gluconeogenesis. Clear? Definitely I am telling you, first energy requirement is fulfilled, after that ketone bodies, then gluconeogenesis. In fact, the first thing will happen, that is energy requirement fulfillment. After that, gluconeogenesis and ketone body synthesis will go side by side. Okay, but if you remember in the same sequence as I told you, there is no harm. Okay, so simply remember this sequence. Now, a very important question, recently asked question: dehydrogenase. Yes, dehydrogenase may be of two types: long chain acyl coenzyme A dehydrogenase, or medium chain acyl coenzyme A dehydrogenase. Dehydrogenase may be long chain or medium chain. Okay, it may be long chain dehydrogenase or medium chain. Okay, what does they mean? Suppose you are doing beta oxidation of palmitic acid having 16 carbon atom. First cleavage is done by long chain dehydrogenase. When first cleavage is done by long chain dehydrogenase, 2 carbon are removed, 14 carbon are left. Second cleavage again done by long chain dehydrogenase, 2 carbon are removed, 12 carbon left. We found when 12 carbon are left, these further cleavage are done by medium chain dehydrogenase. Means the conclusion is that up to 12 carbon, when beta oxidation occur, up to 12 carbon, beta oxidation occur by long chain dehydrogenase. Below 12 carbon, beta oxidation occur by medium chain dehydrogenase or medium chain acyl coenzyme A dehydrogenase. Is it clear? Suppose a person is having medium chain acyl coenzyme A dehydrogenase deficiency. This was the question. Suppose a person is having medium chain acyl coenzyme A dehydrogenase deficiency and goes into starvation. Okay, you know that if there is sufficient amount of glucose in normal situation, is there any need to do beta oxidation? No need of doing beta oxidation. Okay, so in medium chain acyl coenzyme A dehydrogenase deficiency patient, usually whenever questions are asked, they give history that patient is in starvation or is in fasting state, is not taking diet properly or not taking feed. Okay, if infant is there, yes, usually the patients are infants, comes in casualty. Okay, and they parents give history that infant is not taking feed properly due to any reason. They will give history that they are due to gastric stomach infection, anything. So one thing you will find in the question that patient is in starvation. Usually you will find the history. And when patient is in starvation, definitely you will check for ketone bodies. Yes, you know, starvation ketone bodies are increased. So this patient came in casualty in unconscious state and you find history of starvation. You will check for ketone bodies and you found that ketone bodies are low. You do RBS, hypoglycemia. So this patient was having hypoglycemia. This patient ketone bodies were low. You made tentative diagnosis of medium chain acyl coenzyme dehydrogenase deficiency. Now I explain. Suppose this patient is having medium chain acyl coenzyme dehydrogenase deficiency, goes into starvation. There is no glucose to produce energy. It will take, yes, liver cell will take 1 palmitic acid. Cut. Yes, I am taking palmitic acid as a reference, but exactly all stearic acid may be used. But we just discussed palmitic acid definitely, so we take palmitic acid. Okay, so liver cell will take palmitic acid. Cut. No, cut. Only 2 cleavage will be there because medium chain acyl coenzyme dehydrogenase is deficient. So in this patient having medium chain acyl coenzyme dehydrogenase deficiency, liver cell will take 1 palmitic acid, cut 2 cleavage to acetyl coenzyme, will enter the Krebs cycle, will produce energy. Energy requirement will not be fulfilled. Yes, previously normal person 1 palmitic acid was going to produce 8 acetyl coenzyme, but it produce now only 2. All these 2 acetyl coenzyme will be diverted towards Krebs cycle, produce 20 ATP. 1 more palmitic acid, cut Krebs cycle. Third palmitic acid, cut Krebs cycle. Means there will be no extra acetyl coenzyme to form ketone bodies. So ketone bodies will be low. No extra acetyl coenzyme to activate pyruvate carboxylase. So gluconeogenesis will not be there. Hypoglycemia. Clear? So this patient will present with hypoglycemia. This patient will present with low ketone bodies. We found that in this patient, this 12 carbon fatty acid will be converted to dicarboxylic acid. So in this patient there will be dicarboxylic acidosis. Clear? So these are common question on this medium chain acyl coenzyme dehydrogenase deficiency. You are to remember each and every point is question. Yes, you are to remember the sequence: dehydrogenase, hydratase, dehydrogenase and thiolase. Clear? Now you will write cholesterol synthesis. You will write here cholesterol synthesis. Focus at this part. Yes. This is cholesterol synthesis. In cholesterol synthesis, 2 acetyl coenzyme join to form acetyl coenzyme. The enzyme is thiolase. Acetyl coenzyme is converted to HMG coenzyme by the same enzyme, HMG coenzyme synthase. The point is that initial 2 steps are common to both cholesterol synthesis and ketone body synthesis. Initial 2 steps are common to both cholesterol synthesis and ketone body synthesis. So initial 2 enzymes are same for both cholesterol synthesis and ketone body synthesis. This question was asked in All India 12, that enzyme common to cholesterol synthesis and ketone body synthesis. Thiolase was not given the option, and one option was HMG coenzyme synthase. So answer was HMG coenzyme synthase. Recently question was asked enzyme common to cholesterol synthesis, ketone body synthesis, and beta oxidation. Yes, focus at this part also. Yes. Yes, but okay, it's okay. So, enzyme common to cholesterol synthesis, ketone body synthesis, and beta oxidation. That is thiolase. Clear? The recently asked question. Enzyme common to beta oxidation, ketone body synthesis, cholesterol synthesis. Thiolase. In cholesterol synthesis, HMG coenzyme is converted to mevalonate by enzyme HMG coenzyme A reductase. This is rate limiting enzyme for cholesterol synthesis question. This is rate limiting enzyme for cholesterol synthesis. And I told you, wherever there is reductase, you use NADPH. Yes, so I told you the use of NADPH. NADPH is used in fatty acid synthesis. NADPH is used in cholesterol synthesis. Yes, NADPH is used by this reductase. So NADPH used. So NADPH is used in cholesterol synthesis or not? Yes. So these are questions. These are common substrate for energy production. Brain utilize glucose in fat state, glucose in fasting state. Starvation, it utilize ketone bodies. Heart utilize fatty acid in fat state, fatty acid in fasting, and ketone bodies in starvation. Two most vital organs utilize ketone bodies in starvation. Liver utilize glucose in fat state, fasting fatty acid, starvation amino acid. Muscle utilize glucose in fat state, fasting fatty acid, starvation fatty acid. We found that liver is the organ which can synthesize ketone body but can't utilize ketone body. Point it out. Let's write down. Liver is the organ which can synthesize ketone bodies but can't utilize ketone bodies due to deficiency of enzyme thiophorease. Due to enzyme deficiency of enzyme thiophorease. Recently asked question. You know, suppose acetoacetate, ketone body, acetate, ketone body utilization, ketone body utilization. Acetate is converted to acetoacetyl coenzyme A. In this conversion, succinyl coenzyme A is converted to succinate, and the name of enzyme is thiophorease. Now, acetyl coenzyme A is converted to two molecules of acetyl coenzyme A. by enzyme thiolase. Yes, point out thiolase is present in ketone body utilization. Thiolase is present in ketone body synthesis. Thiolase is present in cholesterol synthesis. Thiolase is present in beta oxidation of fatty acid. These are potential questions. Now you must know, oh yes, these four pathway require thiolase: beta oxidation, thiolase; cholesterol synthesis, thiolase; ketone body synthesis, thiolase; ketone body utilization, thiolase. Okay, these are common rate limiting enzyme of common pathways. Just go through these enzymes.